I feel like I am always sat in my bed with wet hair when I'm making videos, and here we are again. But you know what, I've never done it before with pseudocreme on my chin as well. Guys, it's just that time of year. My skin is so dry, and I'm also just stressed out with uni work, so my acne of course is gonna flare up. Pretty much everything is going against me right now, but you know who isn't going against me? Anna Louisa are sponsoring this video, so thank you so much. Literally the shining light in this dark month. Yeah, I've got pseudocreme on my face, but I've also got my Anna Louisa jewelry in, and I've also got my necklace on that I literally never take off. Even though I feel gross, at least I have cute jewelry on, and yeah, it just makes me feel that little bit more special. By now I'm sure you know who Anna Louisa are, but if you don't, they are a jewelry brand from New York, and they really focus on sustainability and just making good quality products that are going to last. And of course, it's coming up to kind of Christmas holiday season. I'm not sure what you celebrate, but if you're going to be giving a gift this season, I feel like Anna Louisa is one of the perfect places to get a gift from, whether you're going to treat yourself or someone else. I don't know about you, but for me, the older that I've gotten, the more I enjoy giving gifts rather than receiving them myself. Finding the perfect gift for someone and showing that you've put a lot of thought into them as a person, I think is so fun and so special, and I just love seeing their face when I give a gift to them. That's why I'm super excited to give this gift to my sister. If you're my sister, Poppy, you need to stop watching this video or like skip ahead because this is your present. It's going to be these really cute little fish earrings from Anna Louisa and a matching necklace, because she is a Pisces. I think she's gonna love them. If you also want to give someone in your family, a partner, or just a friend a gift this year, then you can click the link in my description box and it'll take you to the Anna Louisa website and you can get a discount. And if you just use the code cocoday20, then you can get 20% off. It would just be a really sweet, thoughtful gift to give to someone. Thank you again to Anna Louisa for sponsoring this video. Now it is time to talk about some books. If you watched my last video, then you will know which books I'm going to read already, because I did show them in like a little haul. This whole video is about small books. Personally, I've been really struggling recently to pick up books and read because I've got so much work to do, and even when eventually I do pick up a book, it's usually quite big, and so I feel really unsatisfied when I only read like 20 pages, or if it takes me 3 weeks to read one book. It just really demotivates me, and then I end up not reading again. I just feel like my momentum is lost. Another reason you might want to be reading shorter books, you might have a shorter attention span because maybe you've been spending too much time on TikTok like me, and you need some help to try and slowly build that back up. Also, just for practicality's sake, smaller books are just easier to throw in your bag and take with you. Maybe you're commuting to work and you don't want to take like a massive bulky book. Another reason I really want to read some short books is because I am like 8-10 books behind my reading schedule for this year. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I've just got too much going on right now, but I wanted to catch up a little bit, and reading shorter books is going to help me do that. So yeah, I have 3 books that I'm going to read, and I also just remembered that all 3 books happen to be Japanese. Maybe it's more common in Japan to have shorter books. So the first short book that I'm going to read is Heaven by Mayeko Kawakami. This book was an International Booker Prize for 2022, so it's got to be pretty good. It's about 2 Japanese school students who are both bullied, and I also think they start to grow closer and possibly start loving each other. I'm not completely sure, but it's a coming of age story, one of my favourite types of books. Not to mention this front cover is so cool. Book number 1, let's get going.
Tell you at what point I figured I'd be better wearing hats and shoes that belong to you. For all the lies and did she feed those parodies had given me, at least I now know my own body. Daydreaming who I'll be next time I'm wandering. There are things that I could say to melt the world and break
I'm about 100 pages into this and I like it. I've only got like 60 pages left. A lot of time has passed in this. It's not detailing every single day. But yeah, it's really sad. The boy is like severely bullied and there's a lot of detail to it, so it's not nice to read, obviously. Their friendship is kind of like weird. They're both clearly very shy and a bit like socially awkward because they don't have friends, but it's nice because they have each other.
It's 1 p.m. I miss my friends. Nothing to do but spend time with you. Yeah. What can I say? It's been a long day. Redundancy.
It's like midnight right now. I'm about to go to sleep because I have work. But yeah, after work today, I spent like an hour max in Ezra and Gil, but I finished Heaven. Really, really sad. There's a lot of very in-depth description of bullying that these two teenagers go through. And the worst thing about the bullying is that it doesn't, like, there's no reason for it. I mean, obviously no one should ever be bullied, but a lot of the time there's reason. For example, like the child who is the bully has got really bad home life or something like that, but we're never told that in this story. We actually have a conversation with one of the bullies. It doesn't give you a reason for any of it. There's just so much injustice and it's just pointless trauma, and for some reason I find that harder to sit through rather than if we knew that the bully had a reason for it. I mean, they probably do, but it's just not said in the book. It definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I did think it was going to be like a love story, but it absolutely wasn't. It's all just about friendship, which is nice. It's refreshing, it's a change. I've rated it maybe like 3.5. I loved the writing style. There was something missing for me. I'm not too sure what it is, but the next book that I want to read, I think I'm gonna do this one. Kitchen, the transsexuality, bereavement, love and tragedy book. So I'm gonna have a little read of this. Probably only like 5 pages, because I'm gonna fall asleep.
They wanna take me away, throw me in the backseat rainy day, made me promise I wouldn't say. If it was up to me, you know I would've stayed. No, I would've stayed. I tried to make new friends so I can pretend I can fall in love again. Your picture on my fridge so I can relive. I can fall in love.
Okay, so I am over halfway through this book. This is only 150 pages. I don't really know how to feel about it yet. The thing with short books is that there's not a lot of time to get really like attached to any of the characters or know them really deeply. So far in this, one of the characters, something bad has happened to them. I haven't had enough time to kind of start to care about them a lot. Obviously it was very, very sad, a really tragic situation, and obviously I have feelings about that, but the actual loss of the character themselves, I'm like, so that is one downside of a short book. I'm not really sure what the relationship is between the main character and the guy. Like, they're friends, but they also, like, do they fancy each other a little bit? I don't know. I don't think they know, to be honest.
I've been getting high in my basement. Another day goes by where I don't say shit. I think I'm losing now.
I finished it. The last half of the book was pretty much the same as what I had last told you. I just didn't really connect very deeply with the characters. I think it's that I didn't really know what the main character did. Maybe I completely missed it at the start, but I don't think it ever said her age, her occupation, if she's got any friends or anything. She's just very lonely from what I could see, but it wasn't clear enough so that I like explicitly knew she's lonely. It was more like I don't really know anything about her. Also, this was first published in 1987, so a lot of the words surrounding being transgender are obviously dated and you wouldn't say them nowadays, but for the time it is very, very progressive, and it's just nice to have seen a son and this, I guess, family friend accept this woman, even though they do keep calling her a man. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, they call her mum or she, but then are also like, oh, but she's a man. But it's still, it's good for the time. So there's that. There's quite a lot of death in this, so be prepared if that's not something that you want to read about. It's a 3 for me. I'm not feeling anything special about it, but I also can't say anything like it was the worst book ever, because it wasn't. So that is Kitchen. I'm going to move on to my last book, Convenience Store Woman. I think this might be the most popular one that I've bought. This one is about a 36-year-old woman who works in a convenience store. She doesn't have a boyfriend. Everyone's always wondering, when is she gonna get married? When is she gonna get a better job? This could just be about the pressures that women specifically feel, but also just everyone in general, to kind of like consistently be bettering themselves and like trying to strive for something greater, even if they're happy where they are. It's reminding me of a book that I read. It was another short book, funnily enough, and that was about a woman's life and all of the expectations that are put on her to like have a child, blah blah blah, and I really loved that book, so I think I'm gonna really like this too. I kind of want to go for a walk because I've been inside all day, but I also really don't want to. This is the really annoying thing about winter. I can't really just go outside and read and sit like in a park. Not that there are really any parks in Manchester. That's one thing that I do not like about here. Maybe I'll start this book and see how I feel.
Your morning sunshine when the dreams aren't feeling fine. Your eucalyptus leaf, you make my muscles weak. Your sweet moonshine, and now I finally feel alive. Will you dance with me? Let's forget all of the night. You can follow my lead, we'll be partners.
Guys, I'm exactly where I was like an hour ago, and that is because I absolutely love this book. I can't even describe to you how much I love this. I'm like, I don't know, 80 pages through, and I've been reading it so quickly. Everything about it I just love. Every single character hasn't been described, but by what they do and what they say, I know exactly who they are. I believe, I mean, it's not explicitly said anywhere, but I believe the main character is neurodivergent. Is that the right word, or did I just use divergent? She's not neurotypical. She might have autism, I think. I don't think she's been diagnosed. She doesn't understand social cues as much as other people, and to like fit in, she directly kind of copies what everyone else does, not because she wants to fit in, but because she knows that it's right to try and fit in, because when people think you're not normal, then they try and like change you, and she doesn't want to have to deal with all of that. So in order to keep everyone off her back, she like just tries to be like everyone else. And yeah, it's just written so well. And I think another reason why I like it so much is that I work in a coffee shop. I mean, it is obviously different from a convenience store, but I'm still serving customers all the time. There are lots of little intricacies about working in a cafe that you have to do in order for it to run smoothly. A lot of that is the same in here, and I just think like it's quite relatable, it's quite funny. I also love the sentiment of the whole thing. Just because you're working in a job that is seen as not important, it means that you are less than a person who works a job that pays more. But I like that this book kind of illustrates really well that if you're happy where you are, why is everyone so annoyed that you're not trying to like better yourself or whatever? To add on top of that, everyone's asking her, why aren't you getting married? Do you not want like relationships? Blah blah blah. She's like, I didn't know this was an issue. Didn't know I should be looking for a relationship. I think that's really refreshing because once again, why as a society do we put these pressures on people? Why do we think you have to get married? Why do we think you should have babies? Why can't you just be like in the present, be happy where you are, and that be okay? You can probably tell I relate to a lot of that. I'm just throwing out here that this is by far my favourite book from this video. Like, it's actually making me think that I didn't like those other books as much by how much that I really love this. This was amazing. I've rated it 5 stars. I haven't given a book 5 stars in such a long time. I flew through it. That was the quickest I think I've ever read a book, apart from like a graphic novel. I mean, obviously, because they are all very short books, but I still feel very satisfied and very proud of myself for like getting through them. I really think that this has kind of got me back into the habit of reading, so now I can go on to reading larger books without being really intimidated by it. So if you are in a reading slump, you're struggling to get out of it, I really do recommend a shorter book. This book was fantastic. It was kind of funny, it was very irritating at points. Like Shiraha, I despise him. He embodies everything of an incel that could possibly be done, but I really love the main character Keiko and her like obsession with the store. I think it also serves to show how good this book was, that there's actually no chapters at all. It's just one like continuous splurge, and I'm the type of person who thrives with short chapters, so the fact that this literally had none just shows how good the book is. This is probably like the shortest reading vlog that I've ever done because I read them so quickly, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and thank you again to Anna Louisa for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in my description box to get a discount, and I will see you in my next video.